Trump is back on the trail while Harris campaigns in NH. Vice President Kamala Harris will offer a small company tax reduction, while former President Donald J. Trump will hold a Pennsylvania town hall tonight on Fox News. Updates on the 2024 race. After a Labor Day weekend vacation, former President Donald J. Trump will campaign again on Wednesday. He will appear in a Pennsylvania town hall sponsored by Fox News' Sean Hannity at 9 p.m. Eastern. Before that, Vice President Kamala Harris will propose a small company tax break in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. Governor Tim Walz of Minnesota is campaigning across Pennsylvania, while Senator J.D. Vance of Ohio will speak at a Turning Point USA event in Mesa, Arizona, targeting young voters. Vice President Kamala Harris, President Biden, and former President Donald J. Trump may visit the World Trade Center site in New York City on September 11 to commemorate the 2001 tragedy. 3 sources with knowledge of Ms. Harris's schedule, who requested anonymity, said she will go to New York City following the September 10 presidential debate in Philadelphia. The Democratic group WinSenate is selling a $23 million investment in Arizona's Senate campaign, where Republican Kari Lake is financially behind Democratic Representative Ruben Gallego. WinSenate's first 7-figure TV campaign in Arizona began airing Wednesday, attacking Lake's abortion stance by showing her earlier criticisms. Kari Lake has told us everything we need to know, the ad claims, according to recordings broadcast by a local news site late last week and obtained by the New York Times. Montana Republican Senate candidate Tim Sheehy made racist remarks against Native Americans during private fundraisers last year. In one tape, cattle rancher and businessman Mr. Sheehy says that roping and branding cattle on the Crow Reservation in southeastern Montana was a terrific opportunity to bond with all the Indians out there, while they're intoxicated at 8 a.m. Another film showed him riding in a Crow procession and saying, "They'll let you know whether they like you or not, there's Coors Light cans flying by your head." On Tuesday, a Michigan judge denied Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s request to be removed from the ballot in a key battleground state after he stopped his independent presidential campaign and endorsed Trump last month. According to Michigan Court of Claims Judge Christopher Yates, Mr. Kennedy's coming at the very last-minute request was a self-serving act that would inflict harm to the party that nominated him by leaving the party with no candidate. Former President Donald J. Trump said in a radio interview on Tuesday that there was no conflict between his campaign staff and an Arlington National Cemetery official, contradicting his campaign's prior comments and Army authorities' version. "If you look at simply the records, there was no conflict, there was no fight, there was no anything," Trump told Sean Hannity. Hours earlier, Mr. Trump on social media claimed there was no disagreement or fighting at the cemetery, labeling the White House story made up without evidence. When the Trump campaign battled with an Arlington National Cemetery official on Tuesday, Jimmy McCain, son of the Vietnam War POW and longtime Republican Senator John McCain, called it a violation of a hallowed place. According to the New York Times, Arizona National Guard First Lieutenant John McCain was very shocked by the cemetery confrontation last week, which might be extremely triggering for the families of service soldiers buried there.